Carrie Beck with howtohomeschoolmychild.com. I'm here to talk to you about a resource that I know would be helpful to your kids' writing. It's called A Word Right Now, and it's put out by IEW. As you know, I like IEW. They changed my kids' attitude about writing, and it was for the positive. So I really look at what they have to say. I homeschooled for 10 years, used this the whole way through. I think it is excellent. Unfortunately, we only had this last year or two that we were homeschooling. Now, you might be going, what is A Word Right Now? I don't quite understand that. It's a kid's thesaurus. And then your next thing is, well, I can go online to Thesaurus.com. I don't need to buy one of these. This is very different than Thesaurus.com. Let me show you how. Obviously, there's an introduction that's going to explain how things work. But basically, they have categorized words. The first section is character traits. So you're going to have positive and negative ones: complaining, courage, criticism, curiosity, honor, hostility, and humility. So each one of these particular words has a two-page spread. The first page, this is exuberance. Here's a definition. Here's thoughts on exuberance, a quote that you could use for copywriting. Excerpts from classical literature. So this has a little excerpt from Rip Van Winkle, Adventures of Black Beauty, and Trouble with Tuck. So we've got 3 examples. This again could also be used for copywriting. Now we have words that are nouns that are exuberant people. First we have nouns like laughter and merriment and zeal. They're not people. Then we have characters: a clown, a comedian, a jester, the kittens, performance, puppy. All right, those are nouns that show exuberance. Next we have adjectives. This column right here is all you're going to get in a thesaurus. If you type in exuberance, more than likely you're going to get, since it's an adjective, it is going to give you more adjectives. But we also have adverbs here, and we have verbs that are verbs describing an exuberant person. Laugh, lavish, perform, bounce, burst, celebrate, exuberant. And then finally we have one more quote down here, words for exuberant. If your kids have other words not listed, there's a blank space here as well. So great ideas, but it's not just stuck on that one part of speech. And parts of speech are defined in the introduction, so your kids have a good understanding of that, or if you need to review that. The next section is our descriptive words. And so these are words or synonyms, words to describe appearance, color, size, time, temperature, texture, and shape. So let's pick one here. Wow, we've got 2 pages for time. Let's just do texture. That's a little different. Here are adjectives for texture, and it gives a different type of texture. We have wetness, roughness, fuzziness, cleanness, dryness, smoothness, tightness, hardness, and excerpts from classical literature. We're always taking our words and showing how these words have been used in classical literature. Your kids think, I just have to write to write. Well, no, there is a purpose to all of this, and reading good literature and writing well are all tied together. We have more adjectives to describe shape: triangle, circular, rectangle, lines, and then verbs: encircle, square off, and shapes and spheres for nouns. Then, in the last section, we're talking about describing our motions or senses. Words for feet, hands, hearing, seeing, smelling, speaking, and thinking. Same thing. We finally end with our appendix. Our appendix has playing with words, make it fun. So we've got several different games that your kids can play. We also have transition words not related to time. We have prepositions, because kids need to learn prepositions, and classical literature excerpt, tying together writing and reading. We have our literary genres. We have examples of literary devices like hyperbole, idiom, irony, allusion. Each one's defined, and then examples are given. And then we end with the biography. I think this is a great resource. You should start your kids, I think, in elementary school, because sometimes we just can't think of a word. But they would continue to use this in junior high, and I would keep it on their desk in senior high. I think Word Right Now is a great resource that goes far beyond what a regular kids thesaurus will come, and far beyond your free online ones, because they've categorized these to actually be very useful to your kids. in their both fiction and nonfiction writing, along with a lot of extras, games and helps and lists that your kids can actually use in their writing. If you're not sure if it's a fit, give me a call, email me. I'm happy to talk to you, or write email with you to see if it's the best thing for your family. I am Carrie Beth with howtohomeschoolmychild.com. Go ahead and grab a copy right now by getting the URL and just going to that page right now. You can actually read more about A Word Right Now. Thanks so much. Have a great day.